Are you paying enough in taxes? Jerry Brown and the Teachers Union don't think so. I'm Katy Grimes with CalWatchdog. Here's everything you need to know about Propositions 30 and 38. Proposition 30 is being advertised as a school funding measure, although the state's nonpartisan legislative analyst says that that's not really the case, that any money that is going toward education would actually go toward paying off the deferrals to education funding. So while the governor says that he's putting money in to save the schools and prevent the school year from being cut, that doesn't appear to be the case. Proposition 38 is sponsored by wealthy Los Angeles civil rights attorney Molly Munger and backed by the state's Parent-Teacher Association. It appears to be somewhat more honorable in that the $10 billion estimated to be raised by it will actually go into education funding and funding for early childhood development. Proposition 30 will actually impact taxpayers and small business owners because the tax will affect those earning $250,000 a year or more, and that includes small business operations. Proposition 38 will impact taxpayers because every taxpayer will have to be contributing a little bit more, all the way down to low-income earners who still pay a state income tax. But the measure would raise about $10 billion, and would go directly to funding education in classrooms, as well as early childhood education programs, and would not be able to be touched by the legislature. Whereas Proposition 30, the legislature will have a great deal of control over the funding because a lot of it would end up in the general fund. The people who benefit from Proposition 30 are not the students. It's the teachers in California, the California Teachers Association, the very powerful union that runs the state education system. The people that benefit in Proposition 38 would be more the students, since there are very clear directives in Proposition 38 stating how the money has to be spent. The impact on the education system if Proposition 30 passes is actually unclear. The governor says that the majority of the funding is supposed to go directly into the education system, although the Legislative Analyst's Office, which is the nonpartisan arm of the state government, says that that's not the case, that any of the money going to education would actually just go to paying off the deferrals that the legislature has been allowing the state not to pay education thus far. If both Proposition 30 and 38 pass, the initiative which received the most votes is the winner. However, if both of them fail, the governor has threatened that the school year will be shortened by 14 days. If Proposition 38 fails, there's just no funding going into the schools.